Hello, welcome all. Good morning to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, your host today. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, and another location in Alberta, Calgary, and we have two offices back home in India, both of them in Haryana, in Karnal and Kurukshetra. Welcome back to our live session. We have this session every Friday, same time. In the summer's time and in winter's time, we do change the time according to the time zone we are in. But yes, every in the summertime during Canada, we have this session 11 a.m. every Friday. So the idea about having this session is to again give you all the updates, the important updates from Canadian immigration, and also to share. This gives our clients time to ask their question, put them into the comment section, and I'll answer them for you live right now. So this session is usually for 30 minutes and 30 to 40 minutes, and definitely we try to give you all the important update from the last 1 week. So starting up, this week was a PNP invitation week and express entry week. So there was an express entry draw, and as I told you last week, and as expected, the CRS score dropped down to what my idea was of 525. Yes, the CRS score this time was 525, and number of invitations went high by again another 250 as compared to the previous draw. The number of invitations sent this time was 2,250 invitations were sent under this express entry draw. So as I was discussing last time, there was no draw last week, but every fortnight, every Wednesday, this is the fourth draw held since July 2021 when the draw resumed back again after a gap of more than 1.5 years. They started from 557 was the first draw, and now it has dropped down to 525. So 32 points drop in the last four previous draws. And yes, as compared to the last one, there is an 8-point draw from the previous one because the previous one was 533. So 8-point drops in the CRS. The score is dropping. All you can see here is exactly yes, the score is dropping, starting from 557, coming back to 522.5, and pretty soon we will be below less than 500. We will be getting there very, very soon. So don't get disappointed if you are scoring somewhere around 480, 490. IRCC will be getting to that point right now because the number of people in the pool in that range above 500 is what they need right now to fill up the quota for this year. So maybe it takes another couple of months before we get to that point, maybe end of this year or beginning of next year. But the draw will be dropping and it will be coming close to 500 or less than 500 as it was during pre-pandemic. So till now, almost around 7,500 invitations have been sent in the last 1.5 months. Before 6th of July 2022, the last draw held in this category was December 2020. So after 1.5 years, it started again. All these draws which are happening since July 2022 are all category draw, which include express entry through FSW, through CEC, and through PNP program. So all three categories are included, and that's how they are getting the draws right now. So there are no specific PNP draws coming as which were coming before July 6th. So since July 6th, all the draws which are happening are all program draws, and the invitation is been sent to express entry people, federal skill class, and PNP. So all three categories are invited in this draw. So now the people who are calling us are definitely there's a lot of concern because people usually in Canada who are qualified in the Canadian experience class usually don't score that high score. But you need to remember that TR to PR pathway is coming up very soon. As per the announcement and as per the 120 days, we are hardly 3 weeks away from the minister making an announcement. If still everything goes as planned and as initially informed, after Motion 44, which was introduced in April 2022, the immigration minister was supposed to come up with a policy for TR to PR, which is supposed to start somewhere in 2023. But we are hoping by September second week we will have an update on TR to PR and how exactly international student and foreign worker will be getting benefit. We will soon find out about that too. So not too many days are left, hardly 3 weeks from now. And as I said, if everything is planned as per a previous announcement by IRCC, we should be looking forward to getting those draw, uh, getting to the point where tier to peer policy is announced, and I'm pretty sure that is going to be very, very helpful for people who are in Canada and qualify under CEC, and also for people who are as a temporary foreign worker and who have got Canadian experience. They will be getting benefit out of this tier to PR policy. So stay tuned for that. As soon as it is updated, we will definitely discuss that every detail about that in our program in the live show. And also, we do update all the regular updates from IRCC or from any province on our Facebook, and in fact all social media handle, either it's Instagram, it's TikTok, it's YouTube and Facebook. Everywhere it's been updated as soon as we get any new update. We do have this session every Friday just to give you a recap of what happened in the 1 week, but we do put all the regular update on our social media channels. So you can like them, subscribe them, and definitely you'll getting all the updates you're looking forward to, so that you, if you're planning to come to Canada for your studies or getting settled down, applying for a work permit, then you can definitely benefit out of the latest information available, and we will be definitely there to help you and assist you in the best possible manner we can. Other than that, there were 3 provincial nominee program also held in the last 1 week. We will be discussing about them because there's a lot of excitement we can see from one of the province we will be discussing today, which has, in fact, previously they used to have a draw after every 2 months. Now they're having a draw every week, and they're inviting good number of people. So we will be discussing about the province. But before that, we will start off with British Columbia. They held their draw on August 10. What the draw went, but the information is released after that. So 155 invitations were sent under that provincial nominee draw um, from British Columbia. The people who were invited were through express entry also, healthcare workers were invited, tech occupations were invited. Tech has been one of the, I think, skill shortage the BC has of the tech people. We have seen tech draws coming very, very regularly. Initially, in fact, there were some specific draw also coming, which came for tech. But right now, this draw was a mixed draw, where express entry people, healthcare people, people from education who are early childhood educators, they were invited. Entry level, semi-skilled people were invited, and as I said, tech people were also invited in this draw. The number was less, only 155, but still, yes, these draws are happening very frequently. When you're thinking about immigrating to Canada, basically you're looking for a couple of options. Either one is express entry, you look forward to. The other one is provincial nominee program. These are very good programs. You should definitely keep an eye on these programs. The programs are inviting a lot of international, like a lot of people overseas, and people are getting benefit, are landing in Canada as a permanent resident. But you need to be aware of those programs. You need to be aware of those programs, and also you should have updated information. And that's what the whole idea of us conducting this show is, to give those ideas to you. If you still have any doubts, any confusion about those programs, contact us later after this show through our email or a contact detail, or through any of our social media platform. We will reply back to you as soon as possible. Meanwhile, as we are discussing this various draws which were held in last week, I request, if anybody who's all the viewers who want to have any question in their mind, anything they can think of, any complicated situation they are in, contact us, or you can post it right now into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer all the questions to our viewers and clients right now, which is definitely going to help all the clients and viewers clear their doubts too. So if you have any question, kindly go ahead and put it into the comment section. Second, the province I was discussing about, the most exciting I could see happening is from Saskatchewan. They are inviting people very regularly now. Previously, the draws were held in 2 months. Now, every week a draw is being held from Saskatchewan province, which is very, very great. The number of invitations sent are getting higher, and the way they get their draw, the people invited, is through express entry and their occupation in demand list. So you can check that list, even this was published this time, which all category people were invited. So not only just people with express entry, if you have created your profile with Saskatchewan province on their own portal, that is basically creating a profile is showing an expression of interest that you are willing to move to Saskatchewan province and getting settled down there. You have to create your profile. Uh, Once you create your profile there, then depending on the score you have, depending on the occupation you have got your experience, they do, as I said, whenever they have their draws, the people who are invited are either through express entry or their skill in occupation in demand list. Discussing about the draw which was held on August 11, there were 745 invitations sent in that draw, which is a good number. Now, people who were invited, 433 invitations were sent to the people who got their express entry, through express entry, and 312 invitations were sent to people on occupation from occupation in demand list. So you could be one of them. You could be lucky enough. All you need to do is, if you are definitely not aware of how the things work, you can contact us. We can see if your occupation is in demand in Saskatchewan, or what are your chances of getting being picked by express entry through Saskatchewan PNP program, and we can figure it out for you that you may get an invite. As I said, 745 people just got invited last week with both the categories express entry and occupation demand. So this is a very good time if you're planning to migrate to Canada after pandemic. Most of the things have opened up. The PNPs are starting inviting people. The application processing has improved a bit, not to what we are looking forward to or what it should be, but the profile has improved a little bit as compared to what was happening during pandemic. So you should definitely go ahead and contact us if you are looking forward to if you're looking forward for your provincial nominee PR or express entry PR. Contact us and we can help you in that regard. Now, also, I have seen a lot of videos circulating around in Canada and India both through a lot of the agents saying that Canada visa has stopped, there are no visas coming, you should not apply to Canada, Canada is no longer the place to be, you will be wasting your time, you will be wasting your money there. That is not the case. Yes, the processing is slow, yes, the backlog is there, but we are getting decisions every day. Every day study permits, thousands of study permits are being approved. Every day we are getting spousal open work permit application approved. Every day we are getting PR approved for one or the other client for PR, PNP or express entry. So the things are working. Not a yes, definitely not exactly the way it should have been. But as the agents are pretending there, or they're trying to convince the client to go to other country by putting videos, advertising that Canada has completely stopped. There is no way you can go to Canada now. They're not processing anything. They are just, everything is going in backlog. That is not the situation. If you go to our Facebook page, you will find every day one or the other, or go to our TikTok channel, you'll find client views, client who have given us their reviews. We have shared their information on the social media of the visa approval we get every day. So every day the visas are coming. It's not like that everything is stopped. It's slow. It has slowed down definitely, but it's improving, and it's improving very, very quickly. Just to give you an example, spousal open work permit applications are now been getting processed in less than 2 months, which went high to as much as 1 year during pandemic. So you can see a lot of improvement being done. The usual processing time even before pandemic was around 45 to 60 days. So now spousal open work permit has come down to a normal processing time of within 2 months. Secondly, if you talk about work permits from India, you've got a job offer and applying for a work permit. It says 1 year, but we have, in fact, our client have got their work permit approved after LMI within 4 to 5 months. So the processing is slow, is delayed, but it's not completely stopped. That is the wrong information being spread, that there's no visas granted, Canada is closed, Canada is done, so you will not get any more visa. That is not the situation. Visas are coming, they are slow, but it's improving, and definitely by the end of this year, as per the commitment by IRCC, definitely they will be clearly working on their backlog and reducing them as much as possible. And hopefully by 2023, we are back to a normal processing time. So now I'll be taking up a couple of questions we have, and then we will be again still continuing with the further update about all the other provinces. There's still one more draw to be discussed, another province which held their draw recently. We will be discussing about that too. The first we have Arun Jain. Hello Arun. Yuvraj, if you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section here and I'll reply back for you. Then we have got Fonji Tata from Sir, I need work permit. I'm in Dubai. Okay, yes, there are a lot of people from Dubai who come to Canada on a work permit. Dubai is one of the places where you find a lot of people, especially coming for different category of work permit they come for. Most of them are coming here for trucking. It's one of the very strong field where people, because they have got good experience back in Dubai, so they are very good candidate if they're looking to apply for a work permit. But and other than that, like any category of occupation you're looking forward to get your work permit for, you need to have an LMI, a labor market impact assessment. A positive decision need to be made. Once the positive decision has been made, then only you can apply for your work permit. So there is a process to be followed, and once you process to start up that process, definitely you need to have an employer who is ready to hire you, who is ready to hire you. Your occupation is what he is looking forward to. If you have got experience in that field, you have been hired, then he will apply for an LMI application for you. Once that LMI application is approved, they will be applying for a work permit application thereafter. So that's how the whole process works. So yes, people from across the globe, and especially Dubai is one of the country which has got good resources, and a lot of people come from Dubai and work in Canada. Then we have Gurpreet Kaur. Hello, I want to know what is the procedural fairness letter. Okay, now this is a very good question, Gurpreet. I think we were discussing about this in our last show too, but I'll just let all our clients know how exactly this works. So what happens is when you submit your application to IRCC, any application, the visitor visa, study permit, PR, or any application, right? You have to truthfully answer all your questions. You cannot hide the information. You cannot misrepresent your application. Your document you are submitting should be genuine. There should be no fake document. All the documents submitted should be uh, true, and best to your knowledge, it should be a true document. But once you submit the application, say example, even by mistake you have not mentioned something in your application. Say, giving you an example, your application was previously refused for one of the country, and you forgot to mention that in your application form. If you have done so, and the officers finds out that yes, the application was made, for example, to US and it was refused, but that was not declared on your visitor visa application, then the officer will issue you a fairness procedure letter where they give you 30 days time to explain how that happened, and why this information was not shared initially. So this is one of the example I'm sharing about. So in this circumstances, mostly which is misrepresentation of your, if you have hidden some information has been hidden when you submitted your application, in that circumstances, yes, fairness procedure letter is issued where you get 30 days to reply back to that letter, the concern the officer has raised, and if you are able to justify those concerns, then definitely your work permit or whatever application submitted will be processed further and granted. But if you're not able to justify the answers, then basically you may be banned to applying for any visa to Canada for the next 5 years. So yes, it is very, you have to be very, very careful when you do your application or your representative is doing. Mostly what we have seen is the client don't give the complete information, which is very, very important, uh, because a consultant or agent who is working with you only knows what you're telling. If you're hiding something in your information, in your file, in your information, or giving any fraudulent document, he don't knows about it. So if that goes through and the IRCC officer finds out that something is fishy here, something doesn't seem to be fine, or some information seems to be misrepresented, they can definitely send you a fairness procedure letter, which gives you 30 days to reply, and you have to be very strong in your reply, and you have to definitely make sure in the first instance when you submit your application, you are not misrepresenting or hiding any information. So think about it when you apply. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I forgot that I have a refusal," or we are applying for the parents and they say, "We forgot we have a refusal. The parents got refused." You cannot forget this thing. These are important. They have asked you a question. The purpose of asking that question, they're expecting you to answer that and answer that truthfully. So that definitely means that you have to answer that truthfully. Then only you will get your visa approved. I hope Gurpreet will answer your question. Then we got Hemal asking us, "Sir, I am from India. My document was submitted on 9 June and biometric on 14 June for tourist visa, but still no further processes. When should I expect any update?" Hemal, to be very honest, right now, because of the number of backlog Canadian immigration has, visitor visa is not on their priority list. They are trying to get people who have got an LMI, coming here for a work permit, who spouse is here and they want to invite the spouse on an open work permit, or the spouse is here on a PR or citizen, they want to invite their spouses on a work permit. Then only you can basically these are the applications which are getting approval quickly. Visitor visas are taking time; they are processing it, but very slowly. So you may have to wait longer than expected. The application time is not clearly defined right now. Some applications do even get quickly processed, but most of them are not. So you have to wait, you have to be patient. That's the only answer I have for you. But these applications are not on their priority list and it may take longer than expected. So if you are planning to visit Canada, my advice for you is definitely you should submit your application, but you need to plan it out at least a week or two, sorry, at least 4 to 6 months in advance before you are deciding to visit Canada. You should submit your application because an average processing time of a visitor visa application is up to 3 to 4 months even. So for you to come here on time, you should have a particular time, and the time is around, as I said, if you have a time of around, more time you have, the more chances your visa will be approved before your planned trip. So just plan it accordingly. If you're applying for a visitor visa, give yourself 4 to 6 months in advance before you're planning to visit Canada. Then we will answer a question from Sanjay, son from Memorial University, Newfoundland, for my son, non-medical eligible with 8.9. I think the ILT is excellent, Sanjay, and then your percentage of your son also seems to be excellent. 88% is a good percent. If you are targeting that university, I'm pretty sure there are very high chances your son will be admitted to one of the program of the university. Or if you need our help, we can also help you too. But you have to make sure that when you are applying for the study permit or the university you are selecting, you need to be aware of that you are applying well in advance. For example, if your son wants to do a bachelor degree from the Newfoundland University, if the intake is January, it's already too late to be honest. So by the time you'll get your admission offer letter, submit your visa for the visa application, the chances are your son will not be able to enter Canada before January. So that's what I was even advising to a visitor visa client. In fact, all our clients, all our viewers who are planning to submit their application for Canada, even if for study, work permit, visitor, you need to plan well in advance. Especially for study permit, it is taking around 4 to 5 months. Right? In fact, sorry, 12 to 16 weeks. Right now, it's take before a study permit application is approved. So that means if you're applying for January, right now your file should be in the High Commission. Sorry for that. I hope that answers your question, Sanjay. Then Ankit has a question. Hello, sir. My file is submitted on 25th July for September intake. How much time will I get a visa? Can I defer next intake? Ankit, as I was just telling you, definitely, sorry for that, something. Definitely got stuck. So yes, if you have applied for a study permit in July and waiting for a September visa, the chances are less. I advise you to contact your college for the defer because it's going to be very less chances that you will be able to will be able to get visa on time for September intake. You should target for January 2023. I think you can wait for another week or time, then you can ask your college or your agent to kindly defer it to the next intake, and then you can apply for, and then definitely you'll have a better chances. Update that letter to the IRCC once you have received from the institution, so that they know that you have deferred your intake and you're looking to start up your education in January now. So then definitely you have a better chance. If you want maximum, I think I'd advise you just wait for another week, then you can definitely start your deferment process. I hope that answers your question, Ankit. Thank you, Sanjay Anija, for asking a question. Thanks a lot. So we have been discussing about the updates today, but the PNPs, the IRCC, the express entry draws and PNP. The last one I want to discuss before we wrap up the session will be Manitoba. Manitoba held their PNP draw on 11th of August. 345 people were invited. Now the people who were invited were skilled workers who were already working in Manitoba. 257 people were invited out of 345. 33 people were invited who were overseas. They were invited who were overseas, who are not in Canada. They are working overseas. They were invited. And then 55 students were invited, international students were invited through the International Graduate Student Manitoba program. So under these three provinces, the draws were held and the people were invited under these three provinces. So British Columbia had a draw, Saskatchewan had a draw, and Manitoba had the PNP draw. So there were three PNP draw held in the last 1 week. So now this is all about express entry and the PNP draw. Now let us discuss something about onshore students who are in Canada and looking for college admission. Seats are available for September 2022 intake and for January 2023 intake. Onshore seats are available if you have just coming to Canada on a private college, or you have completed your 1 year program and looking for second year program. We have an option for you in fall and even January 2023 intake. You need to plan your next year program, especially if you have completed the 1 year program well in advance. If you want to start up your program in January now, you should be already applying for the institution. But right now, because of too high demand of Canadian institution, the seats are filled up very, very fast. So my advice to you will be, if you are looking, even if you're onshore and looking for January 2023 intake, contact us immediately. We have seats available all across Canada. Other than that, you can also contact us if you have looking for fall 2022 intake. The seats are available. You need to contact us immediately at our Brampton location. The Brampton location is very close to Ontario and Steeles, near Brampton Gateway Terminal. It's very accessible for you to come and visit us. Even if you can't visit, you can give us a call and we can help processing all category of application online. There are a lot of clients who we represent, few of them in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, PNPs, and other provinces they are, but we still assisting them because of the online options we have right now. Most of the information and document can be done online. So if you are in any province, you can contact us and we will be happy to assist you in that regard. So that's it about the PNPs, and that's it about this live show we were supposed to hold today. We are coming to the end of the show, and I think we have discussed all the update we had from the last 1 week. If you still have any question, while we are wrapping the session, you can still post it into the comment section and I'll try to answer them for you before I leave. But we will again have this show next Friday, 11 a.m. At the same time, we will be having this show, and it happens every Friday, same time. It's like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and India is 8:30 p.m. Soon, after hardly a month after from now, 2 months from now, we will be changing the time, but we will let you know that this is our usual time. It's Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our show. So thank you all the viewers and clients for joining this session. Thank you for asking your questions. If you still have any doubt, any question, contact us. Our office is also based in Alberta. We are also based in India, in Karnal and Kurukshetra. You can contact us for college admissions, for onshore and offshore both, for work permit, for PR, for express entry, for citizenship application, any category of application related to immigration, we can definitely help you in that regard. So thank you all for joining in. We will see you live next Friday, 11 a.m. Till then, have a good weekend, great weekend, and we will see you all live